Post I put up on my Facebook Pro Mask account, the ones with those friends and family who believe the false narrative. Seriously, folks. I know you feel you have to do this, but I'm not keen on letting my newsfeed become a stream of obituaries of all your friends who've died. I'm almost 60 and I'm only getting started. I haven't even lived yet and there's far more to come. I'm in the prime of my life now, only having just begun to express my purpose on this planet. I'm finishing my 8th book now, and have a worldwide followership of people, including folks in Japan and the Philippines. That's only going to increase as I offer more and more to this world before I exit. I plan on taking on the government face to face. They're already into my files, removing messages they don't want me to pass on to the public. I just ignore their efforts to censor me and keep at it. We're winning. People will take back their power from the corrupt governments of the world and will learn what freedom really is. By the way, freedom is not holding a job, and freedom has nothing to do with economic systems and working to earn your way through life. That's why they call it free. Me and my team will be working to plant the seeds of this new way of life on planet Earth, and the first thing I plan to do is start a large garden and give away free food. Then I'll see who I piss off, because I'm sure governments and retailers alike won't be happy about me upsetting the apple cart. Just wait. I have more to do, including starting my own TV station. Enough of using YouTube. I'm on to bigger things. Death. Sorry for the people who have passed, they missed the big show. Right now is the most phenomenal time in the history of humankind. Yes, 2020, the year with all its ups and downs and restrictions of our freedom, should be written 2020ths, the year we all learned to see the truth of life on Earth. I'll never shut my mouth. They've already tried to kill me, harass me, and stalk me, but they can't touch me. I've got a lot to give yet. Screw death. Seriously, folks. Think about it. You've got to love being alive right now. You've got to love it. We are in the most pivotal time in the history of humanity on Earth. We're taking Earth back from the dark. Every day, our every thought and deed is working towards the freedom of people on this planet. People who have passed on help to work up to the stage we're at now. Nobody on this planet now, or who's been here in the last 100 years, even, hasn't played a part. My parents gave birth to me, this light worker, incarnation of Athena, goddess of war and wisdom, and then taught her what it was she was going to have to learn to fight. That's important. Your parents did that too. They gave you life and planted your spark of light on the planet. And you're doing the same with your children too. It's all phenomenal. Yes, I don't sound so tired anymore, do I? I changed my sleeping hours and changed my diet to exclude high carbohydrate foods, which I believe is also a matrix agenda to wear us out and keep us sick. I am figuring out what I want to eat, but as I do so, the energy within me is coming back. I believe refined sugars and flours are all part of the deep state agenda to make us sick by wearing out our adrenals, pancreas and other endocrine glands. These endocrine glands comprise part of your nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight system, and when you're too tired to even look after yourself properly, how are you going to go through ascension? I experienced that, and now I'm getting better by leaps and bounds. Food can poison us or be our medicine. After 2 weeks, I feel so much better. Remember, your soul chose to have you come here now. You are the right person for the job right now. You also don't realize how phenomenal you really are. Otherwise you wouldn't worry or be afraid of the deep state. There's nothing to worry about. We are changing more and more every day. More and more is being revealed, and not surprisingly, people aren't happy about it. No surprise there when you consider they're waking up and realizing that their lives have been a lie. The more they go down the rabbit hole, the more truth they have to embrace, and that's hard. Think about it, they manage to adjust to the system, a system that beats them down, stuffs them in a box and tells them it knows what they need to do every day. These may not be the most individualistic of people for sure, because they've allowed their lives to be determined by the system, but you know how they fight when you tell them the truth. They become irate. So now we see that happening on a grand scale. I started embracing these truths particularly when I was a teenager and starting to work, so that was 40 years ago. It's been a little slower for me and easier to adjust to the idea that what I was doing was bullshit. I always knew it anyway. Don't think it hadn't occurred to me even back then that I shouldn't have to work to earn money to buy food. Of course you shouldn't. I remember that from my planet on Vega. And now we're going to start. Next year Ivo and I will start a community with free food and free rent. That's the plan anyway. These will be anti-vaxxers who will stand up against the NWO agenda. Imagine the fury of people who believed in the royal family only to find out that Prince Andrew is a pedo. They believed so strongly in the righteousness of these people and now they find out that they're a bunch of lowlives. Wait. More will be exposed. The Queen has been ousted from Buckingham Palace and placed under arrest. Ivo says they are investigating, looking for evidence in all of her hangouts, like Balmoral and Windsor Castle. These are outside forces, not British forces. They've been too close company for too many years. These are impartial forces doing the investigation, perhaps American, Ivo says. Not Brits. The Rothschilds are on the run and I hear they're hiding all over, but Russia is looking like a prime target. Sheran of the Pleiadian Delta Forces confirms they're being sought after in Russia as well as other countries. The wonder of it all is that so many of them are not believing the news anymore. We always did when I was younger. After all, it was the news, why would they lie to you? LMAO, they're not believing the news. Many of them aren't. They're becoming skeptical, cynical, and suspicious of what they're hearing. Isn't that amazing? I think it is. I've had little old ladies pass by me in the grocery store telling me what a load of BS COVID is. Do you think they don't get it? They understand. This is amazing. This has never happened before. So many people believed the narrative. Now they're not. Many are rebelling against it. Others are waiting for someone else to do something first. But they're not believing it anymore. That's awesome. Ivo, my love, this is the work of the incoming energies. It must be done. Terrans must adjust to incoming energies, and the energies are of higher truth. All steps to be taken by Trump's government and other governments are in alignment with incoming energies. These energies dictate what will hold fast and what will not. The energies are negating the effects of mind control, that is why you see so much fighting and rioting. Collective craziness, if you will. Two energies fighting each other within the minds of each of the rioters. But it must be done. Eventually there will be peace and security for all. For now, these energies must battle between themselves and your minds are the targets. Interesting. Ivo, all negativity must be expunged from the minds of all Terrans. However, mind control is battling to maintain the mindset of these people, so there is unrest in their minds. Yeah, like conflict. Ivo, exactly, my love. Those who are at peace, the dark has no hold upon any longer. They only resonate with the light. All else are in various types of conflicted states of mind. And it is showing on your planet right now as it filters down to the physical level. My love, when you eliminated high sugar foods and white breads, even the gluten-free breads, from your diet, you released the last stronghold of the dark ones, that of keeping you sick. Of course they provide you with food that does not work with your bodily systems in order to keep you sick and tired, because they earn so much money from it, as well as they can keep you down this way in order to stop you from aligning with your ascension process. These foods are created to do so. That is why they are chemicalized and why the grain has been modified. These foods keep your fight or flight systems on high alert, and this way you are stressed out, cranky and arguing with each other. It keeps the lush coming. It keeps them alive. Your switch to whole grains and elimination of most carbohydrate will help heal your body. if I feel this good after 2 weeks, after 2 years I'll feel fantastic again. Ivo, you must keep it up. Me, I will. I love that book by the medical medium. I think everyone who's sick and tired should read it. It's an eye-opener. Ivo, yes. For you, it is a question of dealing with one problem after the next. Low blood sugar and insulin resistance are easy to address, then use zinc to kill off the Epstein-Barr virus and begin to detox. Me, he also talked about other problems I have, like being thirsty all the time. It's pretty amazing to finally read a book that addresses the whole scheme of problems because I had them all. Every gland and organ seems to be affected. Ivo, you are one unit, my love. One part cannot be out of balance before all other parts are. And the one part that is particularly affected is your mind because it reduces your frequency. Me, oh yeah. I tried CBD oil and I find it helps with my dopamine levels, so I'll stay with that. I don't feel as down. Ivo, your family is noted for dopamine imbalances. Me, yes, both my parents had Parkinson's. So that proves that. But I feel like I can start to do more work and my head feels clear, not foggy like it used to. Ivo, this is wonderful, my love. Me, I want to get better so I can take part fully next year. It'll be exciting. So I just want to let people know, Ivo and I aren't going into a lot of detail about the storm lately because it's being covered so well by people on the ground. I recommend B2T, Blessed to Teach, with Rick and Jean. Jean is ex-military and still gets updates about the dumps and how they're being taken by the US military. They also have a backstage show, which by the sounds of it, they talk about extraterrestrial contact with Earthlings as well. But for the normal release show, they don't talk about ETS, but I have the feeling Jean knows a bit about dark projects and ET contact. There are others like Stillness in the Storm, who is now asking for donations or subscriptions because he's being so heavily censored. Also Jordan Sathers has frequent updates. I don't tend to follow American politics too much except for the main stories because it all comes across as mudslinging, gossipy, he said, she said kind of nonsense, and I make a point of not having that in my life now. I just get the key points and understand that things are going well. Ivo, the turning point will be the election. Me, I know. We all know it. We're all waiting for it. A lot depends on who gets elected. So much. Ivo, Trump will be elected, not to worry. But when he does, the cabal will take out their wrath on the people. You must be prepared for any eventuality, including leaving your homes, unfortunately. The deep state will be aware that they are not effective in manipulating the public anymore at this point in time, and their wrath will be epic. Me, so you heard it here first, folks. Ivo's predictions in What You Need to Know Now, all came true because of course he can see into the future, but I think they still stand because we're not through this yet. I'm waiting for people to be arrested over Corona/COVID. I'm waiting for that scandal to go to trial. Ivo, it will. Many will be outed and the truth revealed to the public. Me, oh, that's gonna be good. LOL, I'll be like, I told you so, to all those who didn't believe me. Many did, but a lot didn't. Ivo, who's going to go down? Ivo, you will see that there will be parties within this scandal that you would never have suspected. The deep state hides the true parties very intentionally. Those that are obvious are only surface players. Me, So Fauci and Gates? Ivo, surface players. Me, why am I seeing Queen Elizabeth? Oh. Corona means crown. The coronavirus was authorized by the crown. Oh wow. Ivo, smiling, you are quick, my dear. Me, Athena is telling me this, or I'm getting it from you. I saw Queen Lizzie. No wonder these things take so long to go to trial, there's a lot of evidence to collect and big players to take down. Ivo, yes. Me, So no wonder these trials are taking so long. As soon as one person is convicted, there's a bunch more to convict from their story. And it goes all the way to the top, if you want to see these people as the top. It goes to the Pope, the Queen, and all other dignitaries if you want to see them that way, and politicians. This is bringing the whole system down. Not one person here and there. This is the total collapse of the deep state system. That is so exciting. Ivo, it is. Indeed. Me, I like that German doctor, who has apparently been arrested. Heiko Schoening, I believe, is a Pleiadian. I love that the ETS are coming forward in this. I'll put a link to an article about his arrest in the comments, but you know, he won't stay in jail. With the energies being such that they are, he is representing the truth, and the truth will be set free. He'll be given due process, cough, cough, probably in the most cabal of courts, but still be set free. He is fearless. He knew that had to happen and he did it anyway. Hell, they're even going into my files and pulling out stuff they don't want me to pass on to you. Fortunately, I was able to retrieve it and have it on a USB stick instead of my hard drive, so hopefully they can't access it. They've already tried to intimidate me with Men in Black, and tried to kill me. They just can't. Let's all meditate on gaining Heiko Schoening his freedom so he can be a new figurehead in the fight against COVID and those damned masks. Ivo, yes, this is about exposure. More and more will be exposed. The deep state tries to shut up as many of you as possible, but when you remain silent, you do their bidding. You must open your mouths. Sing long and loud, but these messages must be passed on. He may be martyred for now. Me, I notice the others who were speaking out against the virus weren't arrested. Ivo, he would be seeing as he is not from Earth. LOL, not to worry though. The others are being harassed and attempts are being made to buy their silence. The usual. Someone will always carry the torch because you all know this is wrong. Me, we do. Thank you, Ivo. Ivo, thank you, my love. I await next year. And yes, I do wear muscle shirts. Me, LOL. Yes, I did ask.